The Supreme Court is really a unique, special club. There's only 9 members, of course. Now, at the beginning of our country, back in 1789, there were 6 members on the court. Stayed that way for about 50 years. They added 2 more, and then later on added another one, giving us our 9. So there is precedence to say that you can change the number of the Supreme Court if you want to. So Democrats want to take back the presidency and the Senate, and then they want to do what's called pack the court. And that's where you add a bunch of liberal-leaning judges to the courts so they can get more control over our individual lives. Now, we have this situation where Ruth Bader Ginsburg has passed away. And I have to tell you, a second thing about Democrats, and I don't understand this, why did they not prop her up? Like Weekend at Bernie's. Throw some sunglasses on her and ride her around town in D.C. with the top down. Act like she's still alive. I don't get that. And then when they start meeting again in October, they could just say she was sick, because that's been true, here in the recent past. Just to let this come out that she had passed and giving Trump the opportunity to get another justice in there seems a little weird to me, and I don't quite understand it. I think they really missed an opportunity to make this different. And by the way, it is political yuckiness. If the Republicans get another candidate through before the election, yikes, especially after what McConnell did to Obama by holding up the Merrick Garland nomination for over a year. And then when Trump got elected, of course, he was gone. So it does, it's a little yucky, no doubt about that. But here's the nightmare scenario I want to throw at you. It's funny because Democrats are saying, and they're fearing, that if Biden wins the election, Trump will not accept the election results. And it may take the military to come in and physically remove him from the White House. They're scared to death. But at the same time, they're publicly saying that if Trump wins the election, they're not going to accept the results. And they've promised to contest it in court. Think about this terrible possibility that it gets to the Supreme Court, like it did in 2000 between Bush and Gore, with no nominee there, with no justice replacing Ginsburg. That means the vote's probably going to be 4 against 4, no matter what the decision. It's going to be a tie. Now, people are afraid that practical civil war is going to break out anyway. But can you imagine if it gets to the court and then there's a tie? Because then there'll be no settlement for who knows how long. So that's the nightmare part I was telling you about. So I don't know. It's crazy, but you know what? Can we all just not get along?